never break, always fight, never quit, do it right, play the game, win it life, have no shame, there's no time, feel the pain, live the grind, I could change, in my mind, pick a lane, commit and climb, the only way to win it life, I never miss, that's fact, taking big swings, bitch, hand me the bat, put me in the ring, you'll go out in a bag, cause I sing what I mean, and I bring it to the mad light, ain't got time to kill, I got time to feel, I took the red pill, I know life's short, so I wanna live real, but how's it supposed to feel?
Hey guys, how you going? Okay, let's get into what we've got this morning. I won't be here tomorrow because I'm going to pick up my granddaughter shortly. D. Scott, Eclipse This 2003, said Ellen DeGeneres' new home in the UK flooded after she fled to the US due to Trump winning the election. She blames it on climate change. I call it karma. Let's have a look.
Montecito is under complete evacuation, the entire town. This is the 5-year anniversary from the fire and mudslides that killed so many people, and people lost their homes, their lives. This is crazy on the 5-year anniversary. We are having unprecedented rain. This creek next to our house never flows, ever. Probably about 9 feet up, and it's going to go another 2 feet up. We have forces ready to evacuate. We need to be nicer to Mother Nature, because Mother Nature is not happy with us. Let's all do our part. Stay safe, everybody.
First of all, that's not Ellen, that's Alan. New York Post said Ellen DeGeneres' UK mansion floods just weeks after she fled the US due to Donald Trump's presidential win. I wonder why. Are they scared? Anyway, that's not Ellen, that's Alan. Okay, GLF said, which came first, World War III or fake alien invasion? A police detective from Europe says the fake alien invasion is the final trick the cabal will pull if all else fails. Let's have a listen.
I just talked with a police detective in the Netherlands. He's the founder of Police for Freedom and a foremost freedom fighter in Europe. He explained to me that he's convinced that the next major move of the cabal, the deep state, the Illuminati, the elite, whatever they're called, will be a fake alien invasion. He says that they have already the vaccines ready to inject people to protect them from the unknown viruses that the aliens will have. And he says that there are plans for lockdowns, major worldwide lockdowns, because if we're being invaded by aliens, he says the narrative will be nobody knows what dangerous diseases they are carrying, and so everybody will be need to lock down to protect everyone. He says that it's going to be their last straw. If that fails, they have nothing anymore. This is very encouraging. We've agreed to work together to expose this to humanity. We all know about Project Bluebeam, where they can project anything in the sky. They can just fool you with anything. They can make all kinds of effects, and people will think it's real. So I'm putting this quickly out there after this conversation to encourage.
I just wanted to interrupt him to say that's why chemtrails, because it's allegedly aluminium, and aluminium is reflective. So what better to project something into the sky than doing with all that stuff? Anyway, and everyone here, if I mention anyone in this video, they're innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
You guys, just be aware of this, okay? There's some very heavy messaging going on also here on X, you know, about extraterrestrial life, about Mars, about UFOs, about aliens. All of a sudden, Congress has decided to expose, you know, to reveal. All of a sudden they're supposedly honest about this, you know, like, yeah, we have to tell the people that yes, aliens are real, yeah, for real, you know. So one of the things that this police detective and I have in common is that we are both utterly blown away. We are shocked to see that so many people who claim to be awake, who claim to be intelligent, that they are already falling for this. I mean, in the awakened and the freedom movement, you see already that a very large percentage is on their hind legs, very excited. They can't wait until the aliens are coming. And, you know, this shows how we are not awake, how hundreds of millions of people worldwide who claim to be awake are insanely brainwashed. We have been programmed by the you know, the perpetual flow of Hollywood movies, the predictive programming. We've all been hoodwinked already. Our mind has been prepared for this. We've all seen the films about, you know, the aliens, and we have no idea how we have already been brainwashed to go along with this. So guys, this is going to be interesting. There are video clips all around the internet where they are showing special lights and all kinds of things in the sky. You know, this detective said it's already 20 years ago that discos had these laser beams to shine on the clouds. You know, it's nothing strange. And he says that people sometimes say, oh, look, there's a strange light in the sky there. Yeah, okay, there's an energy plant there, you know, or there's greenhouses over there. They project their lights onto the clouds. You know, people are so gullible. I mean, I should almost say, especially in the awakened community. So guys, be aware of this, be really awake, and know that this has been their agenda for decades. It is with a reason that they've been making all these films about aliens. It's for a reason that they've been bombarding you and your children, and you as a child, with all this messaging about aliens, because they know, you know, their ultimate attempt will be the aliens are attacking us, so all the nations have to come together in a one world government, a one world military. You know, we have to combine our forces to defeat these aliens. And, you know, it's going to be their final attempt. So I'm just putting it out there. I hope that you guys don't fall for it.
Yep. So there you go. I agree with this, man. Don't fall for it. They've been they've been doing the ET thing for a long time, 50s, 60s, probably before then. And now they are, when the governments start talking about, oh, you know, especially this government, until the new government comes in, when this government starts saying, oh, there are ETs, I don't believe any of them. And I hope you don't too. Donald J. Trump reports said, breaking, Guy Fieri takes a bold step, telling Whoopi Goldberg you're not welcome here and escorting her out of his restaurant. Do you support Guy Fieri on this? I do, because she's just had didn't she try to get a bakery cancelled? I don't know. Dr. C said, I'm the bored tard. You're a bored tard. It'd be happening for real now. You're all about to be bored tards, except 4 to 6%, maybe, that just won't get it. Pauline Hanson said, I've received apologies from Nine, the ABC and Lydia Thorpe over false claims made against me last week. Case closed. They were calling, Lydia Thorpe said that Pauline Hanson had been charged with racism. She hasn't. I don't know how you get charged with racism, but anyway, that's apparently a thing now these days. Elon Musk said, community note says, Joe Biden says no one is above the law. Rate proposed community notes. By pardoning his son Hunter not merely for a single crime but for all actual or potential crimes he may or may not have created over an 11 years period, Joe Biden has made clear that some people are in fact above the law. Juanita Broderick said, Trump posted this on his Truth just now. Someone explain it to me. Maybe not dead, after all. Maybe all those people that were saying Elvis is alive. Maybe they're right. I don't know. Who knows? We're going to find out, though, because the people we thought were dead are alive, and people who are alive are probably not here anymore with us. Just people wearing masks. Johnny Midnight shared this. Chad Prather said, Bill Gates says a cow puts off more pollution than a car. Okay, Billy, I'll lock myself in a garage with a cow overnight. You lock yourself in a garage with a running car overnight. We'll meet for breakfast in the morning to discuss results. How does that sound? It sounds good to me. So Bill has to lock himself in a garage with a car because he said cows put off more pollution, and I bet the guy who's in the garage with a cow would be much better off. Anyway, leading reports said breaking, Trump reportedly told Justin Trudeau that if his tariffs destroyed Canada and the country could not survive without ripping off the US to the tune of $100 million a year, then Canada should become the United States' 51st state with Trudeau serving as its governor. Oh my God. Go Canada. Join the US. Oh my goodness. Imagine that. And then you have to vote this governor out, okay? But he's sucking right hard, right up, trying to get up Trump's behind. Oh, this is funny. Oh my goodness. Go Canada. Join the US. You'll be better protected than you are now. I hope Australia's somewhere in there and the UK. Jim Wilmot said, my cows don't want a Bovea supplement. The product label states it may damage male fertility and reproductive organs, a risk not just for animals but potentially for people too. There are enough gender-confused people. I don't need my cows confused as well. That's a big no from me. Let's keep our beef free of this chemical and demand labels on all beef-fed Bovea so buyers can make informed choices. Let's listen to this guy because I think he's pretty funny.
Morning everyone, Jim Wilmot here. I'm here with my dog Fenton. We're just about to move this mob of cattle onto a fresh pasture block. Just reading last night that Coles supermarket want all their beef producers to start using this chemical supplement called Bovea. It's supposed to cut down cow burps, the methane in cow burps by 50%. Now I've asked my cows this morning and they're not really happy about it. Why would you use something that affects reproductive organs, especially in males? What do you think, cows? Move if you're not happy.
Authorised on behalf of the Libertarian Party, Lloyd Russell.
That was pretty good. Oh, well done, mate. Well done. AKA said the rock spiders found a place where they feel safe. If you're wondering what a rock spider is, it's an Australian word for pedo. George Tacky, what's his name? I don't know. He's from one of those, what is it, Star Wars, Star Trek, I don't know. I'm finding the community here far more engaging and respectful, while still wickedly funny. Happy to be migrating to these friendlier skies. New Rebel responded with truly a safe place. As a minor attracted person, I feel safe among you guys. Thank you for accepting me into your group. Oh, dear God. This is what they want. See? Great. Sebastian, I don't even want to... These people, honestly, what is wrong with them? Sebastian said, before I die, I'm 100% convinced this company will be exposed to fraud. How are they always in prime locations and you never see a customer, nor have you met anyone who's bought a mattress here? The math ain't mathin'. And it's a money laundering situation. That's what it is. Invisiden said, all I can say is that Ridley Scott made a movie about a man who was in the process of freeing a republic but was assassinated as he was freeing it. It eventually fell back into evil hands, Gladiator 1. Ridley Scott also made a second movie where the presumed dead son of the first man was living under a pseudonym, came back, eventually told his real identity, and finished what his father started, but this time had the support of nearly everyone. I see similarities, and now there'll be speculation. So, didn't Ridley Scott also produce a movie called White Squall? Was that Ridley Scott? I don't know. You can correct me if I'm wrong there. But yeah, that is JFK, the man who was assassinated as he was trying to free the Republic. The second movie, where the presumed dead son of the first man was living under a pseudonym, came back, eventually told his real identity and finished what his father started. I think there's a lot more to these this movie we're watching than has been revealed. Elon Musk is saying, bullseye. Fine Els said bullseye. Keith Oberman said, pardon Hunter, great. Now pardon everyone else. Every prosecutor, every Biden administration staffer, every media figure, everybody Trump will persecute. 10 million pardons at least. Gunther Eagleman responded with, are you admitting there are over 10 million criminals in DC? Do you ever think before you post? Isn't that funny? I think he just put himself right in it. He wants everybody pardoned now. 10 million pardons at least. John Jackson said, want your head to explode? Trump was impeached for trying to investigate all the crimes that Joe Biden just pardoned Hunter over. Yeah, but now he can be put on the stand and testify against his father, his uncle, and anyone else who's involved. Chesty said, funny thing about pardons, you lose your Fifth Amendment right. So you can't plead the Fifth, you got to answer. It's getting more interesting as we go on. Rosita Diaz said, imagine a foreign organisation was secretly funding a sophisticated campaign to damage Australia's economy, divert billions of dollars of investment away from our country, destroy tens of thousands of our blue-collar jobs, and bring Australia's leading position in economic exports to an end. This scenario may sound far-fetched, but it's happening right now. Last week's federal court order against the Environmental Defender's Office has shone a light on this crucial national security issue. The EDO, alongside other extreme green activists, is engaging in a hostile campaign to destroy Australia's resources sector and kill off one of our nation's economic engines. No less than our largest export earning sector, a source of regional jobs, is at stake. The EDO employs lawfare to halt significant economic projects that are already under construction after receiving government approval. Its legal challenges are procedural and will likely delay rather than stop projects. And that's what these people are about. Labor is funding economic terrorism against our own economy. The Greens-linked EDO, alongside other extreme green activists, is engaging in a hostile campaign to destroy Australia's resources sector and kill off one of our nation's economic engines. Remember these people. They are your enemies, not your friends, and certainly not your representatives. Malcolm Roberts said, needs no explanation. Add this, monkeypox, the K is silent, moneypox. Thank you for sharing. Larry and Louise for sharing. I don't know how to say that, sorry guys if I've mispronounced. English lesson, knife, the K is silent. Tsunami, the T is silent. Psychology, the P is silent. And certain procedural injuries, media is silent. That's because they're bought by them. Indy said, finally, the Australian dairies are coming out in force to declare their stance on Bovea. Norco milk is safe. Norco Milk's official statement, Bovea is not used on Norco dairy farms. We can confirm that Norco dairy farmers do not use the feed additive Bovea. At Norco, we pride ourselves on making quality, natural dairy products. Product quality and safety is critically important to our 100% farmer-owned cooperative. We can assure our customers that all Norco products are safe to consume and they can continue to buy Norco dairy with confidence. Okay, good stuff, because this is the milk I buy, the creamy milk for my cup of tea. It is beautiful. Even in a cup of tea, the creamy milk, it's beautiful. I don't know what it is. It just pops that tea, makes it pop, makes a flavour pop. Nomus169 said Bill Gates needs to be arrested and tried for crimes against humanity now. The Arla food additive not only shrinks the testes, it also shrinks the ovaries. This is another of Bill Gates' eugenicist depopulation moves. Arla Dairy UK, I'm expecting legal action to be taken against. You, DEFRA, Government UK, you are responsible for the safety of the food chain. Clearly this has been broken and you are responsible. I'm anticipating action to be taken against you too. Well done. Hopefully we do see it, Numbers. Liz Crokin said Elon Musk has unfollowed Tiffany Fong Fong after she was outed as an alleged prostitute. Fong Fong was grossly overpaid on X despite Elon's interactions with her that pumped her engagement. Even with Elon amplifying her account, the numbers still did not add up. Her bragging about her big paychecks, all while failing to show her statistics, further exposed how the monetisation system on X is unfair and rigged. Fong Fong popped up out of nowhere and blew up quickly in the MAGA movement. This is always a red flag. I also find her relationship to Sam Bankman-Fried and all the access she got to him curious. There are strong operator and or honey trap vibes here. This is not the first time Elon has propped up sketchy individuals. Elon has amplified Eliza Blue, who is a fake sex trafficking survivor and advocate. Eliza lied about Pizzagate, scammed innocent people out of money, and said in an interview that in certain situations it's okay for an adult to have relations with a child. After Eliza was exposed by many, Elon unfollowed her too. The question remains, though, is Elon truly aware about the sketchy individuals and frauds on X he's amplifying? Or is he putting a spotlight on them, which I tend to think is true, as part of a bigger trap to expose these people? Time will tell. It's about exposure. Everything we've seen in the last 4, 5 or more years has been about exposure, slowly but surely. AF Post said Elon Musk unfollows Tiffany Fong after the top-paid ex-influencer is outed as a prostitute. Okay, that's what I think. Yeah, Trump puts people in the spotlight all the time. Look at what he did with Fauci and Pence. It's a great tactic, and clearly he chose sides once info was public, like a snipe and nod. Exactly. That's what it's all about, guys. The last 5 or more years have been about exposure. Possibly the last 8 years. Matthew Kamanzuli said the fact that Malcolm Turnbull, one of our politicians here in Australia, and Matt Keane still pay their Liberal Party membership and pretend to be Liberals while they actively campaign for Labor says more about them than anything else. If they are so morally opposed to the organisation, why don't they just resign? New South Wales right-wingers call for Malcolm Turnbull's expulsion from the Liberal Party for the 5th time. Yeah, everyone agrees he should not be in. No, kick him out. And no pension. He should be kicked out. He's a horrible, horrible man. Matthew Kamanzuli said the Commonwealth Bank is not happy with $9.8 billion in profit for the 23-24 financial year. They will now charge you to withdraw your own cash. This is obscene. Apparently they're charging people $3 to get your own cash out of the bank. So there you go. Despite record profits, or huge profits anyway, they want to charge you $3 to withdraw your own money. Get out of the Commonwealth Bank, guys. It's not part of the Commonwealth. It's not part of the government. Certainly not. Donald J. Trump post from his Truth Social said it's an honour to announce I'll be travelling to Paris, France on Saturday to attend the reopening of the magnificent and historic Notre Dame Cathedral, which has been fully restored after a devastating fire 5 years ago. Remember that? Where Michelle Obama was sipping champagne with the Notre Dame Cathedral in the background on fire. I hope people remember that. Celebrating, as it were. President Emmanuel Macron has done a wonderful job ensuring that Notre Dame has been restored to its full level of glory, and even more so. It'll be a very special day for all. Donald Trump, Truth Social, 7:25 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 12/2/24. There you go. Yeah, so even though I don't like Emmanuel Macron, okay, and President Trump he always does this. He gives them a little nod right before they go down. I don't know, I'm just saying. He said it about Epstein, he said it about Bill Clinton. Senator Gerard Rennick said, speaking of News Corp, the other day they were bragging on social media how they led the Let Kids Be Kids campaign to keep children off social media. You have to ask yourself why media companies, especially a foreign-owned company like News Corp, are trying to make the news instead of reporting it. The answer, of course, is profit and control. Which, by the way, Sky News Australia are part of News Corp. Okay? You have to ask yourself why media companies, especially a foreign-owned company like News Corp, are trying to make the news instead of reporting it. The answer, of course, is profit and control. Social media is killing the mainstream media. People are sick of the lies the mainstream media push. Unfortunately, because politicians need the mainstream media to push their lies, they work hand in hand to suppress alternative points of view. It's also worth noting that News Corp was at the forefront of pushing COVID jabs and no jab, no pay in regard to vaccines. They were. The long-term impact of this coercion has backfired as people have become wary of the no liability for Big Pharma while the individual bears all the risk. And yet, people have gone from the mainstream ABC here in Australia, SBS 7, 9 and 10, over to Sky News Australia. Yeah, I hope people know. I hope you don't trust them too much. Okay, anyway, they bagged me on there for being where we go, one we go all. Okay, anyway, let's not worry about that. You watch what you want to watch and you'll find out sooner or later. Okay, Big Pharma will need big media to work for profit and control as well. There's no doubt mainstream media needs to be broken up in this country. They become too powerful and controlling. News Corp was behind the social media ban bill, forcing young adults to be personally identified to use social media. The bill follows News Corp's Let Them Be Kids campaign launched in May. There you go. Now you got the People's First Party, is it? Oh, dear God. We've got the Liberal... What are they called? The Libertarians. We've got One Nation. Now we've got... Who's this? Australia First. Who else have we got? I don't know how many small parties they need to join together, guys. So we can at least have a third alternative to this two-party preferred... that they prefer, the politicians, not us. Yeah, we've got to end that. Clandestine said, holy shit, Joe pardoned Hunter Biden for all the crimes he might be involved in starting on J1 2014. Why did he pick that date? Because 2014 is when the CIA State Department took over Ukraine. 2014 is when Hunter's biolab company Metabiota began looking for coronaviruses in Ukraine. Joe is not just covering the drug and gun possession charges. Joe is running cover for all of Hunter's criminality in Ukraine, which is really Joe's criminality in Ukraine. This is not just a pardon for Hunter. This is a pardon for Joe. No, it's not. Because now he can be forced to testify against his own father. Let me just tell you. I believe that, no, it's going to work the other way on them. Insurrection Barbie said, imagine what would have happened if it was Donald Trump's son that opened 15 different LLCs, while his father was a vice president, received over $20 million from foreign adversaries, committed all sorts of drug-related crimes, had naked underage girls on his laptop, didn't pay his taxes, illegally purchased and illegally disposed of a firearm, and then Donald Trump pardoned him before he left office. Just imagine for one moment what the media and the Democrat Party would be saying and doing. We all know it would be the exact opposite of how they're reacting to Joe Biden pardoning his son. And that's how you know they have no principles, no morals, no allegiance to anything other than power. Because if Trump had have done it, they all would have been hitting the roof. General Mike Flynn said after listening to some responses today from the corporate woke lying media and other former government crooks and conspirators regarding HB's pardon, I'm in one of those moods where I want real Donald Trump to go scorched earth on minute one of day one. The left and many in the Rhino compound screwed America and many of us, including yours truly, so bad they deserve nothing, nada, zilch. The country was nearly destroyed by these pricks and they continue to spew their bullshit through their mouthpiece talking heads. Just stop. All you corporate liars and all your talking heads deserve is our utter contempt. As for those serving inside of government right now, it is time to confess your sins or forever hold your breath, because we the people are so sick and tired of the severe corruption inside our government and we're no longer going to tolerate sheepish behaviour. get a pair. In other words, grow a pair if you're here in Australia. And lastly, for those members of Congress, House and Senate who fail to confirm Trump's nominees, woe betide you. Like history teaches, you have awoken a sleeping giant in the guise of the American people, and we will not relent. We will not give up. We will prevail in this. A 21st century version of an American Revolution. And we're just getting started. Fight, fight, fight. Of course, that's always metaphorically fight, fight, fight. In the right way, in a court of law. But I want him to go scorched earth on minute 1 of day 1 too. Do it, Trump. True Blue Rebel said CBA, the Commonwealth Bank of Australia, introduces $3 fee when customers access cash from a branch post office. In what world is it okay to charge us for withdrawing our own money? Why do we pay bank fees for them to use and lend out our money? The war on cash is slowly simmering away in the background. This is why we need to end central banking and get back to sound money backed by gold. That is ridiculous. If the others follow, guys, we've got to go to credit unions and small banks. I don't know. I have to do some research, seriously. Cam said, let this sink in. You pay 30% of your cheque as federal income tax. You pay 10% in most state income tax. You pay another 7% in sales tax. You pay another 8% in property tax. 55% of your cheque is taken from you before you even get home from work. Then they double gas prices. Then they double food prices. Then they double mortgage rates. And then they give all your money away to other countries. Oh, my God. Yeah, grocery stores be like $20 for this little thing here. Thank you very much. It's going to end soon, guys. Just hold in there, okay? But just know. And it should piss you off. If you're pissed off, it should piss you off because it does. It's insane. The architect said, I'm fairly convinced that Trump made a backroom deal with the deep state. Now, why? Why did the architect say this and why am I liking it? Because this could mean two different things. Read it carefully. I'm fairly convinced that Trump made a backroom deal with the deep state. Or is it the other way around? I think, and it was said on a certain board, that some of the people who are involved in this will jump sides. They will also sing like birds against the people that they were on side with. Yeah. And I think that's exactly what happened. This is such an ambiguous statement and people will automatically believe it to mean what they want it to mean, and they will. This can be taken two ways. Okay. Aussie Voice said more meat suppliers will be added as they confirm back to me. In the meantime, check out a thread I made solely for dairy brands in New South Wales, in Australia. Okay, bookmark this page as more will be added as companies confirm. Details for each brand are listed in the thread below, which I'm just going to keep bringing it back to the top as any way I can. Mungali Creek Dairy. Milk, cream, ice cream, etc. They're free from hormones, chemical fertilizers, synthetic supplements such as Bovea and the procedures. Diet of cows is 99% grass diet, biodynamic pastures and organic supplementation if needed. Made by cow raw milk. Where do we get it? Because they took it all out of the supermarkets. Made by cow. I was buying this milk. It's raw milk, honest to God. This is the only made by cow. Hang on. Now available at Woolworths. They took it off the shelves here. It's cold-pressed raw milk, guys. Oh, my goodness. Which stores? Stockists. Which stores? Hang on. Sorry, guys. Oh, shit. How about I change here to say, whoops, hang on. Okay, I don't want it to have my location, so I'm just going to manually type something in here. Let's say, where are they near here? Springwood. Oh, Woolworths, Katoomba. Okay, well, I might have to stop in there just to buy some milk and that's it. Okay, anyway, guys, we got that. I love that. That milk is beautiful. Aussie Voice said Norco Foods, milk, cheese, etc. Norco, you know Norco? Fonterra Australia. Brands include Mainland, Western Star, Perfect Italiano, Bega Cheese. Confirmed not using Bovea in their cattle. Okay. I should note, as I have previous thread, whilst certain things has not been approved for widespread use in animals in Australia, many currently in trials and emergency situations. It's still good to confirm from suppliers. Millennium Dairies. Never heard of them. I think they're in Queensland, yep. Hunter Bell Dairy Co. Okay. Hunter Valley. Blue Bay Cheese. Yogurt, kefir and cheese products. Schultz Organic Dairy. The A2 Milk Company. Confirmed, no Bovea. Gippsland Jersey. Confirmed, no Bovea. Fleur, I don't know how to say that. Holy shit. Fleury, I don't know. Milk Company, confirmed no Bovea. Unhomogenised milk, close to natural as possible. They pasteurise the milk to minimum legal temperature of 72 degrees. The Organic Milk Company. Okay. Riverina Fresh. Oh, good. Riverina Fresh. No Bovea confirmed. Barrambar Organics, again, another one. Bass River Dairies, these are all good. Farmer's Own Victorian Milk, Southwest Milk, I believe Woolworths Own. Oh, okay. Farmer's Own, okay, don't buy that one. Until they come out and confirm that they don't use it. Okay, guys, that is the Australian... Sorry, I feel like I have to do this. I have to let people know which milk is cheese and everything butter is safe to buy. Okay, and that is it for today. Yes, no, yes. Okay, yes, I'll leave this for another time. Okay, guys, I have to go and get my granddaughter, so this is going to be a short one today. I will be back on Friday. With, I don't know if I'll be live or I don't know if it'll be a video, but either way, I'll be live on Saturday morning, Friday, US and UK time. Okay, guys, I hope you have a good morning, afternoon or evening, wherever you are. Enjoy the show. I mean, this is just getting very interesting right now. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.